Good morning. Today we are going to be drawing some salmon swimming up a stream. And first we are going to be making sort of the land that will be behind the water. And it is a low waterfall. So instead of being a very high waterfall, it's quite low down to the ground. And when you draw this, use your black crayon and sort of just let it fade away because this will be covered by the water later on. Next, you're going to be using your light blue here, your blue block crayon, and you're going to be drawing the water rushing down. And here at the bottom, you can let it sort of feather around like this, like it's crashing. And then you can add the water in the background here. You'll also draw the water on top of the land here. Again, you can make it crash here at the bottom. Feel free to let the lines show. And then you're going to be making sort of sideways strokes with the water that's already in the lower part of the river. And you can just let the rest here fade away. You can add maybe some small hills at the back as well in the background, but our salmon will be swimming up on this part. Now to draw our salmon, we are going to be using two blues. And we are first going to start with the light blue, and we are going to make the shape of the trunk first. So there will be one jumping up here, and we are sort of making a very narrow eye shape and shading it very slightly. Now, there was this line that I talked to you about yesterday that goes that crosses the body of the salmon, where it senses the pressure of water, so you can add that line. And this type of salmon's body is darker in the top than at the bottom. So now with your darker blue, you can add the top part and add the fins, one here at the top. This doesn't have to be so exactly in the corners, just sort of paint with your pencil. And then its fins will be playing out in two directions here. And it will have two sets of side fins, one here, and then one lower, and then on its back it has one here and one here. And then you can show its eye and its gill. Now another salmon could be facing sort of with its back towards us. So this will be in the top of its body, and so we are using just the darker pencil. But as you can see, I'm not doing it so dark so that we can emphasize later the fins on the back. So it's sort of going sideways. Maybe let's curve the tail a bit because it's trying to push itself. Right. Push itself to the side. Maybe one fin is pointing this way. The other fin is hiding behind its body. There will be another fin here at the bottom. And then the top fins, one here and a smaller one at the back. So they're kind of really in a hurry to come up, and they could be flipping around, but really everybody will be pushing themselves upward. Now we can do our last one who is almost to the end. We can make him a bit more dynamic, or her more dynamic, and we can curve it a lot more to show the force that it took to get there. Put the tail over here, and we'll be curving its body this way. Do you see? Its top will be here at the bottom. It flips so much that it's actually upside down. And as you can imagine, let's add the gill here. As you can imagine, this is the top of its body, then its fin, dorsal fin will be here, bottom fin here, and then its two side fins will be pushing its body. There's a side, and add one here, and add one here. And there's a drawing for today. Please keep this side clear for this story of the life cycle of the salmon, and then try to get to the very corner of their colors. You can enhance the colors and just use your own senses, your own eyes, to see what can be improved in your drawing. Maybe you want to emphasize more the rushing river here. Maybe you want to use your pencils to show some bubbles going down the water, some splashes.